other three will get a little bit of a jump at the start. Benjamin Nelson will not jump.
And welcome everybody to the Go Fast Racing League Down to Mike's Truck Series. We are live here at Iowa Speedway for the Iowa 188 for the Down to Mike's Truck Series here. Truck guys about to get after it before they head and take a week off. Coming into tonight's race, it should be a very interesting race indeed. 150 laps set for these guys. Last week, Royce Schiavano able to pick up the win over Benjamin Nelson after a very exciting race towards the finish. Dylan Bowes finished third, Eric Borelli fourth, Aaron Fowler finished fifth last week after the 5 caution 20 laps. The total race of 150 laps. I expect kind of the same thing here tonight. Should be a very exciting finish. As you see who's on top right now, Benjamin Nelson. However, he does have a little bit of new competition. Never raced with him before. Tyler Cox. A lot of you all seen him in the CFR Championship. Was the season champion. Right now, a little over a tenth behind Benjamin. Going to be a very close race indeed. It should be a very good race between multiple guys in here. Aaron Fowler also right there in this mix as well. Kyle Frame and Brandon Puffenbarger. So it should be a very clean race. Coming into tonight, points starting to shape up just a little bit. Remember, only 8 drivers get in on points for the chase. Eric Spencer, current points leader, has not had a win. Eric Borelli, second place, has not had a win. Kurt Smith has have a win. Kyle Frame back is tied with Eric Minch Eric Minch is fourth. Kyle Frame fifth. None of them have a win. Aaron Fowler, Raymond Tollinen have a win. So there's 3 guys there. Royce Schiavano has a win. Todd Cray has a win. That makes it 5. Then all the way back to Benjamin Nelson. That makes it 6. So really only 2 spots left to open. Someone could lock their way into the chase here tonight if they're a new driver and walk out of here with the chance at the playoffs. Never know. We're only 8 races in. Already 6 drivers locked into the chase. Only 1 driver with multiple wins. That is Benjamin Nelson with 2. So we'll see who walks out of here tonight with the win. It's going to be a very, very exciting race. It should be something that I've been looking forward to. And, oh, Raymond's not making it. Updated. You know, you're not the only one, by the way. Hey, there I am, Wonder Woman. Yeah, you're not the only one, by the way, Raymond. Another guy that's on my team's having the same trouble, so hopefully. And hello, Crystal. Glock, you know I am. Right now, Skylar Allen did make it in. However, will have to start from the back. Eric Minch also in here. Big field here tonight. 20 drivers making the start so far for the Truck Series. Should be a very fun one. About a minute 30 seconds left here in practice before we roll off and get ready to go. Unique track. A very unique track. Kind of a short track, but it drives similar to an intermediate speedway, I guess you could say. 0.89 mile track, so this is a short track. 4 turns, track temp right at 76 degrees. We are in Newton, Iowa. Take a look real fast at the weather. 76 degree air temp, wind direction out of the west at 4.5 miles an hour. Humidity right at 100%, so very high humidity and clear skies tonight. Who's going to work their way into the Pizza Ranch victory lane? We're going to have to find out here in about 150 laps. Qualifying about to get started here in a moment as well. Very different, unique circumstance tonight, guys. We were supposed to have our new overlays, but they're not ready just quite yet. Y'all are going to see an amazing broadcast here starting soon. We're getting all new overlays reworked, starting on a new intro as well. It's going to be looking very good, hopefully, within the next week or so. Right now, this is the only league that I'm broadcasting on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. As the CFR Championship wrapped up, I mentioned Tyler Cox won. If you all listen to the podcast, you all know about the new rule changes and everything coming into effect next season, including the Cup Series making its debut for the Go Fast guys. I'm really looking forward to that. I hope we get the broadcast out because I'm actually looking forward to that. Love broadcasting this league, and they always put on a good show, and most of you already know that. About 5 seconds here before qualifying gets underway, and we'll see who it is. Benjamin Nelson was the fastest in practice. We'll see. It's going to be really tough to see if Benjamin can drive away with this one. I don't think he's going to drive away. I'm going to be completely honest. I do not think he'll drive away. And to be honest, I'm going to go ahead and go with my guy, Tyler Cox, to get the win, but I think Ben is going to be up there. But it's going to be a very unique race. Aaron Fowler, like I said, very fast in practice, so you just never know on what could happen with that. And as you see, my camera's over here. I need to get them out of the way. Oh, I will get my cameras out of the way. Just give me just a second. Once I figure out how to move them. Hopefully, we'll move on in just a second. Go like this. Sorry guys, having trouble getting my cameras moved. It's hard to see with the overlay there. There we go. Now we're good to go. Sorry about that. Qualifying getting underway. As you see right now, the 34 coming out on the track is Cody Kramer. Starting in, just put his first lap down. Currently in 4th now. First lap of 25 or 23. 5. We'll actually jump back and see who else is on track. Don't look like Tyler Cox is just yet. I do want to watch his lap, and I want to watch Benjamin Nelson, who is out there on track, and actually did complete a lap of 23:007. Wow, that is faster than his practice time. That is a great lap. Look for Benjamin Nelson to possibly have a pole, because I don't know if any other people can beat that. Here comes Tyler Cox coming to the green flag and that number 16 truck. See how he does here tonight. I'm driving the Donald Trump truck. Going down into 3 and 4. You're going to see this groove, multiple groove racing here. This will not be a single groove track. You're going to see some guys up high. Tyler coming out of turn 4. Will he pick up? Let's see. First lap, a 23:118. Definitely faster than his practice lap. However, just short of Benjamin Nelson. About a 10th off right now of Nelson. So Nelson's looking good once again. Kyle Frame currently out on track in 3rd. Let's see who else is out there. Aaron Fowler starting to put down a lap. Currently in 8th place. Coming off turn 2. Gets real close to that wall. Hope you all can hear the trucks good. It seems like it might be a little low, so I'll turn it up some. Coming to the start-finish line. Will he pick up? 23:466 last time. This time 23:529, so he will not pick up. Derek Pemberton is going to qualify, but he's going to go real slow just so he can start towards the back. He has just bought this track, so it's going to be interesting to see how Derek does. Lately had a different nicknames. Derek the Wall Pemberton, Derek Crash-A-Lot Pemberton, Derek the Dirt Pemberton. We'll see how he does here tonight, though. It should be fun to watch him try to work out. There's not really anybody else on track. Nate Anderson also there. Eric mentioned waiting, basically just waiting to do. You can see the 85 also. That is Trevor Malone. John Ronaldo is sitting in his pit box right now. And go down to Mike's, and he's going to reset. Eric Borelli also out there. See him in the number 14 Fast Sign Sim Seats truck. And that's about it. Not many people in here right now qualifying, so it should be interesting. Oh, hey, Bub. How you doing, man? Yeah, I love the A&W root beer truck. It's one of my favorite ones. honestly. There's a lot of them in here. It's good. A lot of these guys make their own paint schemes, and if I'm not mistaken, Borelli's driving a new one. He's kind of got like the Kyle Larson look, which I know Crystal's best friend is Kyle Larson. That's her favorite driver. Derek is actually going to do a lap, 2 minutes and 45 seconds. But like this one, the Jack Daniels truck Kurt Smith drives, it's really cool looking. He did do a lap, currently in 16th right now. Bunch of different trucks out here. There's the Go Fast truck. The Harpoon Designs truck from Nate Anderson. I always liked it. There's a lot of these guys got really good paint schemes, so I can't hate on any of them for sure. Who gets the win, guys? Who do you all think is going to get the win? I got a trivia question coming up here in just a moment as well. And who all do you think is going to get the win? Who's going to be able to knock Benjamin Nelson off? Will Benjamin Nelson be able to keep the win, I guess you could say? It's going to be tough, I'm going to be honest. Whoever, if they beat him, I keep saying it week in and week out. Just to let everybody know, the 55-96 to the rear of the field for not meeting practice standards. So the 55, Mark Allen, the 96, Skylar Allen, and the 00, Eric Minch will be starting from the back. Starting the grid here, and we'll actually get an interview with our pole sitter, Benjamin Nelson. Once I get a better thing here. Hey, Benjamin, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, starting on the pole again, and a very interesting stat. This is with the Xfinity Series, but out of the 8 poles that you have got so far this year, you got the win. What's it going to take for you to get the win here tonight in the Truck Series?
It's going to take saving the right front and keeping it off the wall. It's pushing pretty hard right now.
Yeah, we've seen turn 4 looks to be a lot different than turn 1 and 2, but turn 3 and 4 seems like the truck gets a little tight, or maybe it's loose for you. I don't know. What are you going to have to do in order to save that right front so you don't push up into that outside wall?
I think it's just being patient on the throttle, because it's really easy. These things have a lot of grip in general at night, so you just feel like you're Superman. You can hit the gas, but it's just sometimes it just doesn't turn, so you really have to be careful.
By the way, somebody commented on your paint scheme. They said it was one of their favorites, one in the field. So good luck, man, and we'll be watching you. And are you broadcasting this race as well?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, it's in there to it, guys, from YouTube if anybody's watching. Benjamin will be watching. Good luck, man.
Thank you.
In there to it, you can watch Benjamin Nelson's onboard camera. Hopefully, we'll be able to show some of that stuff here soon on board. So, but yeah, real fast look at the grid. I think I actually got the right one. I do. Benjamin Nelson starting first here tonight. Tyler Cox starting alongside him. I think the pace lights are still on, so we should be able to go through all these. Real fast, we'll just go through some of them, just in case the pace car pulls off. I don't know if it goes 2 laps or 1 lap. I believe it goes 2 laps. You can see in row 7, Thomas Showers, Eric Spencer, Mark Allen and Kurt Smith, Eric Borelli, Derek Pemberton, Eric Minch, who will start at the back of the field, and Trevor Malone. Skylar Allen also in there. I believe we got 20, trying to figure out, 20 drivers, I believe, making the start here tonight. So, alright. I asked who all was going to get the, I had a trivia question for you all, so I want to go ahead and see if we can get that real fast in. If I can find which one I was going to ask. Well, you know what? Let's just ask a pretty simple one here. Let's don't go all out. Who was the most popular driver in 2015? Most popular driver award. Who did it go to in the Camping World Truck Series? We get ready to go live here from Iowa Speedway. The pace car, Ford Mustang, about to pull off. There it goes, green flag about to wave. And the green flag waves. We're back here at Iowa going racing. As Benjamin Nelson, Tyler Cox on that row 1 side by side. Looks like Nelson's going to be able to clear it. Tyler Cox is going to fall in behind him. And here we go, guys. Brandon Poffenberger fighting Kyle Frame on that outside. Will take away third. A little bit behind him. You see some guy back here blinking. Kyle Frame back to fourth right now. Here comes the pass. Possibly Jeff Schmidt working on the outside of that 57 Tide truck. Battle starting to heat up front as well. I will go up to that if we need to. If anything changes. Watching the battle for fourth right now. As Jeff Schmidt able to take it away. Will he get to run on the outside? It looks like he has a nose out front. We work down into turn 3 and 4. Kyle Frame putting a big dive there into turn 4 and able to clear the 05 car of Smith. A little bit further back, Curtis Martin working on side by side with the 73 of Eric Spencer. Curtis up to 9th right now, trying to pass for 8th, but right now Eric Spencer able to clear him and drive away. Battling for all types of positions, as you can see that 07, somebody I thought was spinning around. And caution comes out and Kurt Smith's collected. Ouch. Get another look here. It looks like he actually hit the apron. Going down into turn 3. Nope, just spun the tires down in turn 3. Spins it around, and Kurt Smith had nowhere to go and plowed right into him. As Skylar Allen drives by. So caution number 1 comes out, and you can see the 55 is done as well as the 69. Both going to be done here tonight. Question is going to be, will they be on pit road? We're liable to see somebody attempt to stay out, and honestly, if I'm doing whatever Benjamin Nelson does not do, I keep saying it every week, the only way you're going to beat this 46, unless he messes up on pit road, which is his only flaw that I've noticed, the only way you're going to see Benjamin Nelson lose a race, in my personal opinion, unless someone's just outright faster, is mess up on pit road, or you're going to have to do the opposite of what he's doing. He's looking to come on pit road. It looks like Tyler Cox is going to come on pit road as well, but everybody else, Tyler Cox stays out. Everybody else stays out. Nate Anderson coming in, Eric Spencer coming in, and a couple other guys throughout the field coming in. It looks like Skylar Allen stayed out. Derek Pemberton coming in pit road as well. So multiple changes here out front. From what I'm seeing about 8 cars stay out. Like I said, that is going to be key, because I think that's the only way you're going to be able to keep Benjamin, out of the lead, because that clean air is going to help. So pit road is open, and here we go. 4 tire stops should be the call. And it looks like it is going to be 4 tires. Down and away he goes. With a 13.86 stop, that first pit box does help. Nate Anderson picking up a spot on pit road, it looks like. Comes out in 10th. Followed by Brandon Parsons in the 01. Right, close race there. The 73 of Eric Spencer, John Ronaldo in the Down to Mike's Truck Series truck. Trevor Malone, Eric Borelli, Thomas Jowers, Derek Pemberton off pit road. So, 8 cars stayed out. Tyler Cox takes the lead. Should be fun to see what happens here. Oh, look at this. Cody Kramer wins. Eric Jones. Can he catch a flat? And it looks like Tyler Cox may have damage on the back end of that truck. I see a little bit of damage. I don't think it's going to hurt. It looks like somebody just bumped him a little bit. Should be okay from that. But, correct answer for the trivia question I asked, who was the 2015 most popular driver? The Rookie of the Year, Eric Jones. The champion, Eric Jones. Most popular driver, John Hunter Nemechek. Which is very odd, by the way. He wasn't so popular last year. Canadian Tire rings a bell. Yeah. It's interesting. Tell you another interesting fact is, you know what? We're going to save that, because I'm going to use this later on. Don't want to use it right away. That's a little bit tough one. I'm not going to use this right away. So we'll have another trivia question here soon. I need to get these out actually in text so I can put them up. And it looks like Kurt Smith is done for the night, guys, as the pace lights are off. About to go back green. Interesting fact, Iowa kind of drives very similar to what, you want to get to that bottom line preferably. But I feel like this track really reminds me a lot of Richmond. I know it's not, and I know it's a really different track, but the way the configuration really is. It's a little bit bigger, not much, but either way, pace car is in. Tyler Cox. And green flag is out. We are back to racing. And that 02 got a really good start here. He may have the line going into turn 1. That 05 also there. The 02 is going to go a little bit high. But remember, that high line worked last time on exit. Will it work this time? Somebody's blinking behind him. Don't know who that is. But it looks like Tyler Cox is going to be able to take the lead as we work down into turn 3. The 02 of Brandon Poffenberger goes high. And it looks like Tyler Cox is able to clear him. That is the 04 you all see blinking, by the way. Kyle Frame underneath Curtis Martin. Skylar Allen also working on the back end of that 03 truck. That purple crown royal car. I love the color of that truck, by the way. Nate Anderson working his way up here as well. Nate Anderson actually worked his way up quite a bit. He's actually already up to 6th place. He actually got around Benjamin Nelson, it looks like. How about this race? 4 wide. Oh, the one's going to go around. Nelson's going to go to the bottom and clips the 96, who goes into the wall, and it looks like we got a big wreck. 4 or 5 trucks possibly involved in this. Wow. Nate Anderson really nowhere to go. Overcorrected and sent up into the wall. Trying to get to the blimp, if it lets me. There we go. Working underneath Curtis Martin, who was really starting to pick up a lot of speed here. Drives into turn 1 too hard. Pretty much the same thing we happened in 4. And everybody is just collected after. We'll hop on board here. Riding on board with Trevor Malone, who does a great job until that. So caution flies. Everybody coming down pit road besides Tyler Cox, who I thought would actually came down there. I thought it would have been smart to come down, but he's not. So the race is going to be at the end of pit road. We'll see. I believe Benjamin Nelson coming down, I believe. No, Nelson's going to stay out here as well. No, I take that back. He is on pit road. Maybe I ought to pay attention to my relatives. 2 cautions already in 13 laps. This is the first time we've seen these guys have some cautions in a race. Derek Pemberton taking 2 tires. Will come out in 3rd. And look at this. Nelson drops way back. Goes all the way back to 7th on that pit stop. So he loses 5 spots on pit road. Or probably not that many, but we'll see. Be right back after a quick commercial, guys.
And the 03 will get a little bit.
I want to give a shout out to Eric Borelli. For people that have not seen it, check out iRacing Flea Market on Facebook. It's a closed group, but check it out on Facebook. He is the owner of that. They got some really cool, and actually I've talked to people on there. They're really nice people on there. For people wanting to get an iRacing and want to find some stuff that is used, or some people that just don't need stuff. Computers and everything's posted on there all the time. It's pretty cool stuff. Make sure you check them out, and say you've seen it here. Why not? It'll help us out as well. Tyler Cox, still your leader, cleaning up the tires. We are going to go another lap. Eric Spencer stayed out. Remember, Eric currently, I believe, is your points leader coming into tonight's race. He is 11 points over Eric Borelli, who was back in, like I said a few moments ago, back in 15th. Yeah, we used to have, Delaney used to broadcast with me. She hasn't been on in a few weeks. I know she's real busy with racing stuff in real life, so that's one reason. So we'll get it all worked out. I'm in the process of actually getting another broadcaster. I just got to find the right person. I just don't want to bring anybody in and get it going. But yeah, we can definitely get it back. Watching the 16, the 73, Tyler Cox, Eric Spencer about to lead them back to green. Derek Pemberton on 2 tires. Brandon Puffenberger in 4th. He did take 4. Kyle Frame, Jeff Schmidt, Curtis Martin, and Benjamin Nelson is what I'm seeing. So, actually, it is Benjamin Nelson and Curtis Martin. So flip that around. Well, here we go. Pace car about to drop in. There it is. Remember, these guys have to wait till the green flag before we go. Green flag! Back out here at Iowa. And it looks like Tyler Cox able to clear. How about Benjamin Nelson putting them 3 wide? And backing out of it. He is trying to work his way up. Looks like Jeff Schmidt able to get around Derek Pemberton on them 2 tires. This is going to be interesting. Skylar Allen almost gets into the back of the 23. Skylar actually still looking good, as much as damage as what he had. I thought he had more, but maybe not. The 03 working on Benjamin Nelson right now. Something we haven't seen a lot of. Benjamin Nelson, the only way you're going to keep him behind is put him in a pack and make him have to force him to drive through this pack, because he's a great driver. But as I said, you just never know. Curtis Martin have to back it off him. How about this? The 46 pushing that 81 down the straightaway. Battle for second. Here comes that 02 looking to take back second and possibly looking to take the lead. Oh, Benjamin Nelson into wall. Scrapes it. Derek Pemberton may have ran him a little too high, but I don't know if it was that or Benjamin didn't have a lot of room to really go there. He don't really have no damage, so he should be okay. Battle for second still going on. It looks like the 02 going to slide up here as he gets around him. Now a battle starting for third. Kyle Frame around Eric Spencer. Move him up a spot. Slide job? No. Don't look like it's going to happen just yet. 73 still there. Now the 57 of Frame clears him. Also here comes the 05. Jeff Schmidt working on 3 wide here through the corner at Iowa. Wow, I would not think you would see that much 3 wide here, but it is. Benjamin Nelson, Derek Pemberton. Remember, Derek just ran the 46 a little high a minute ago, so you got to keep that in mind here. If you're Derek, he's going to slide up a little bit here. Almost gets into the side of Benjamin again. Really got to be patient here if you're Derek and Benjamin both. We know Benjamin's fast. He always is. Derek's able to clear him. There goes the 57. Will a caution come out? How about that save by Kyle Frame? Watch this. He's just going to do a 360. Does not even make contact with anything. And he'll be good to go. Caution, don't fly. He actually did not fall all the way back to the back. Close, but not all the way to the back. Actually up to 15 still. Gap's closing. Tyler Cox definitely not faster than this 02 right now. Keep in mind that the tire issue, big difference right now, about 10 lap tire difference. Benjamin Nelson underneath Derek Pemberton here going into turn 1. And it looks like Derek actually may have bumped the 46 there a little bit. No, it don't look like it. I thought he did. But Benjamin now up to 5th. Thomas Jowers Jr. on pit road as well. Coming down. Curtis looking underneath the 81 of Derek Pemberton here in 3 and 4. Caution comes out once again as Eric Borelli's around in the grass. Looks like he's not going to have damage, but once again, caution flies here on lap 25 for him. Coming through 3 and 4, and looks like he's just going to get loose. And around he goes. Everybody does a good job avoiding him. I'm actually surprised the caution came out for that. Was he the only one? Yes, he was. Well, Tyler Cox needed this caution. I would expect everybody to be back on pit road again. So this is interesting. Yeah, Dylan. Most people I give a chance to broadcast to see how they do. And usually, you know, most of them that I have had actually broadcast with me has done a great job. Heck, I mean, like I said, I'm no Mike Joy or anything, but so yeah, you're more than welcome to hop in if you want to try it out and see how you do. Pit stop's underway. It looks like everybody but Skylar Allen staying out. He's going to stay out and get a point. We'll see how that plays out. You guys should be coming into our pit box now. Making sure everybody else stayed out. Here we go. Pit stop's underway. See who has the fastest pit stop. Who wins the race off pit road? You can already see some of the pit stops are completed. Here we go. Tyler Cox wins the race, followed by 02, the 05, the 73, the 03, the 81. Looks like the 01, 50s, 85, 57, 23. Eric Borelli and Benjamin Nelson spending a lot of time here on pit road, possibly getting some damage fixed. That's going to change some things. Skylar Allen now coming down pit road. He did stay out and lead 1 lap. We'll be right back. Quick commercial again.
When I sat in the car, you know, you always wonder what's it going to feel like. You know, it was my first time driving a mid-engine GT car. You know, my thoughts were, wow, this is really good for our first time in a car. I was really surprised by it. You're sitting low, you got the A-pillars at steep angles, the windshield's at steep angles, you can see the fender flares. I think we have a chance to win. Everything's got to go right, but I think we have a car that can win the race or be on the podium. But can you imagine how cool that would be to go back 50 years later to the year and do it?
To tell you all how big pit stops here are, as you look at the results, to tell you all how big that the pit stops are here, like pit boxes. Brandon Puffenberger, who came in behind Tyler in the 02, spent a total of 41.8 seconds on pit road. Tyler Cox spent a total of 42.2 seconds on pit road. It was only a 0.3 difference between the actual stop, and Brandon had a better stop. Tyler has a second pit box at the end, so he can pretty much gas and go. Brandon has to go around that curve. That made the difference on that pit stop, and Tyler was able to beat him out. Something just to think about here, you know, that's how important qualifying is for people that don't understand. It's absolutely vital, and it is huge. For people also that don't know, Benjamin Nelson going to be restarting back in the 11th position. We'll see how that plays out as well. There's your view from the grandstands here at Iowa. This would be a fun track to go watch and watch them race. I wish the Cup, I don't think the Cup guys race here. It'd be a fun place to go watch them though. The pace car going back on pit road again. We're going to take the green flag at lap 32. Here they come. And green flag waves. And the 81 got a pretty good start. Got a little bit of wheel spin, but yet again, Tyler Cox. Oh, he's going to be run wide. He may give up that first spot. He is able to clear the 05 for now. 05 gets a little bit of the apron. This is going to be dangerous. We'll see. They work off turn 2. Tyler Cox takes the lead. Back for third. Brendan Smith working underneath Eric Spencer. Curtis Martin working underneath Derek Pemberton. And the 85 Trevor Malone underneath Kyle Frame. So pretty much battles everywhere. And all but one of them has worked out. Trevor Malone still working underneath Kyle Frame. Able to slide up in front of him. Benjamin Nelson already up 2 spots since that last start. Derek now working underneath Curtis Martin. Going to slide up a little bit here. That may open the door for Trevor Malone, who gets loose but does do a great job of saving it. Still keeping it side by side as we work down into turn 1. And it looks like Trevor's able to clear Derek, so the battle's going to be a little bit further back. Thomas Jowers is the lucky dog right now if a caution was to fly. So the 07, you see him in the AC Delco truck. Derek Pemberton gets back around Trevor Malone. Here comes Kyle Frame, bringing along Benjamin Nelson with him. Down into turn 1, it is still side by side with the 85 and 57. Skylar Allen right there behind him watching this battle unfold, as he's actually done a good job of getting back up there as well. He's got a little bit of damage on his truck. I thought he hit a lot harder, and now he's hit a lot harder. Benjamin Nelson's in it. This is going to bring out a huge caution. Benjamin Nelson's not maybe done. He's going to have a lot of repairs on that truck. That ain't all. Skylar Allen had nowhere to go once again. Gets caught up. I feel like every time Skylar gets caught up in a wreck, just nowhere to go. Looks like the 46 may have hooked the 57. We'll find out. We'll get another view from a different angle. And I want to see. Here's your better view. 46 looking high on the 57 frame. The 85 is underneath them. 57 gets loose, comes up, and that's what started. 57 just getting loose, as we've seen a lot. And Nelson, unfortunately, will end his knot. Well, not end his knot. He's going to have a little bit of damage. Same as Skylar, who's been in 2 cautions already. And sadly for them, as well as for Kyle Frame, he took another hard hit as well. See the back end of that truck. So staying out, Tyler Cox stays out. The 05 is going to come in along with Derek Pemberton. Looks like Curtis Martin staying out as well. And a bunch of other people starting to stay out. The 85 stayed out of Trevor Malone. So 6 people I'm showing staying out. Benjamin Nelson going to be on pit road here for a while. As guys, out of all the races we have done this season, I want to go and try to verify this as quick as I can. Might take me just a second to see. I don't think we've actually had this many cautions before. I know we have, but I'm saying this fast. We had 5 cautions last week at Gateway. I think the most we've had is 5. 3 cautions back at Texas. Dover, we had 5 cautions. Charlotte, I think, was also 3. Kansas, 2 cautions at Kansas. Martinsville had 5 cautions. Atlanta, we had 3 cautions. And Daytona, we only had 4. So right now we are on schedule to actually be a record-setting caution race if the wrecks continue to happen. So this is something that is completely different from what we've seen out of the past of these guys. Very aggressive so far, and honestly, there's no reason for it. I think it's the track. We've seen a bunch of people get loose in the corner, and unfortunately, the ultimate price was to get turned around. And a lot of them's not, and just a bunch of trucks getting caught up in it. Benjamin Nelson's still now exiting pit road. He's still got some damage on the front of that truck. We'll see if it hurts him. He is beat up a little bit. Looks like he's going to try to come back in. He is not a lap down yet. He's got to be careful not to speed, however. So he may have time to get a little bit more here fixed. Personally, if it's me, if I'm Benjamin, I think I would go ahead and go a lap down, take that, and then go ahead and go out. I would go ahead and go a lap down, I think. That's just my opinion. Because you know you're fast enough to get the lucky dog spot. Most likely. But man, already we have multiple trucks sitting on pit road. Benjamin Ellison, Brandon Parsons, Skyler out. And Benjamin ain't going to be able to take a lot of damage control here. About 10 seconds worth. As you see Brandon Parsons coming out now. Unfortunately for him, maybe a little bit more than 10 seconds. He's actually been on there for 15. Well, he is going to beat the pace car out, it looks like. Barely able to beat it out, I think. So he's able to get 16 seconds of damage there. And his front end don't look too bad from what I'm seeing. A little beat up there. His rear back end looks really bad, but short track I don't think it's going to hurt him too bad. I thought he was going to attempt to go back in. No, he will not. Because we are about to go back green. No, we're not. Not yet. Pace light's still on. So, man. Things are happening in a hurry here tonight. That's for sure. A lot of people know where to go. Brandon Parsons right now is going to be your lucky dog if a caution wants to fly again. Like I said, we've not had no more than 5 cautions all this year. Right now, we got 4 in the first 40 laps complete. So, what do y'all think of it so far? Let me know your thoughts. Been intense. I ain't gonna lie. It's been a crazy race so far. Very unique race. Very different. We're seeing a lot of guys up front we're not used to seeing. Like I said, Tyler Cox, the CFR champion from this past Sunday, just won the championship, is here tonight, making his debut. The number 16 Trump truck, Brandon Puffenbarger, up front. Been fast on out as well. One of the fastest trucks in the field, actually. Eric Spencer, another one, right up there, very fast. Curtis Martin, another fast one. Derek Pemberton, I mean, up to 5th right now. In front of Trevor Malone, Jeff Smith. Eric Borelli's up to 8th. John Ronaldo up to 9th. And Eric Minch rounds out to top 10. So, you know, I think the race is unique. Let's put it that way. Pace car pulls in. We're about to go back green flag. We're waiting. Green flag waves into the 0-2. That was close. I don't think he laid back any. That was really close. But either way, Tyler Cox is going to get in front of him right now. Here comes the 0-2 on the outside. This is not going to be good. Tyler Cox is going to be caught in the middle. The 0-2's hard in the wall. And everybody's going to do good to avoid him. No, he's back into the wall again. Still was in the wall, and it looks like out there. Now the 0-2 is in trouble now. As the closest race we got right here is the 0-5 Jeff Schmidt working on the 81 of Derek Pemberton as we go. Remember, Jeff actually did come down pit road. Took 2 tires only. So I needed to point that out. Took 2 tires only. Benjamin Nelson starting to work his way back up. That's very interesting. These guys really, with a lot of damage on their truck, still not that slow. Actually gets around for 7th. Gets around the 85. And now working on the 14 of Borelli. Benjamin gets a lot of that damage finished. The thing is, with Benjamin, if that nose is caved in at all, there is a chance of that thing overheating and possibly blowing up. I hope that's not the case because he is a fast truck always. You can see the little bit of damage on his truck from the inside of the race car, especially on that left front as he works behind the 81. Look how close that is. Possibly putting the bumper to the 81. Good racing back here. It's trying to space out a little bit up front. For the most part, they're a little tight, but pretty much right here's your best race right now. 46, trying to make it outside work on the 81. Here comes the 14, looking also underneath the 81, and Benjamin Nelson gets around. Can Eric Borelli get around the 81 of Derek? And also Trevor Malone working underneath the 02. And for the record, the 02 or the 07, Thomas Jowers Jr. did get his lap back. Now we got a battle for the lead. Starting to heat up a little bit. Curtis Martin goes wide. May give that spot up to the 05, Jeff Smith. And Curtis battling back strong on the outside. How about Curtis having a good run here tonight? I haven't seen him have a good run in a while, so I'm sure he's appreciating being up in the top 5 right now. Oh, the 073 gets a little loose. Eric Spencer having a great run here tonight as well. Not your points leader for no reason. Always fast, but good to see him. Does not have a win. Keep that in mind. We've ran 8 different races, have 6 different winners. Only 8 drivers get into the chase. So whoever wins, if it's a new driver, and right now none of our top 4 have won a race. Last time by, Tyler Cox a little bit faster than second place Eric Spencer. Eric really gets a good center. That's where it really hurts Tyler. Tyler gets a decent drive off. Here comes Eric looking to the inside of that 16 truck, trying to take the lead away. Not going to be able to do it just yet. He's getting a little bit better center than in turn 1 and 2 than what Tyler's gotten a little bit better 3 and 4. Right here is where we see the 73 really catch up. You see it right there. Just a little bit. Last time by, Eric was faster. This time by, it might be the other way around. Fastest on the track last time by was that 05, however. This time, it will be Tyler, a little bit faster than Eric Spencer. Both ran a 23-second lap. Caution flies again. Derek Pemberton went around coming out of turn 2. Did he have help? Nope. Got the apron. And just spins it. Don't look like he's got any damage. Just spins it around. So we have tied our season record cautions already 53 laps in. Let's get a replay here. You see it right, left front touches the apron just a little bit and goes around. And that will be Derek's first wreck of the night. So caution comes out. That was a 25 lap run for our leader. They got 25 laps on their tires. Everybody else a little bit better tires. The 05 and the 14. I would expect a lot of people to come in here, and they will. I don't see nobody staying out just yet for points. We may see somebody stay. If anybody doesn't, maybe that 07. And it don't look like he's going to. We had somebody stay out. Eric Mitch stays out. And not a surprise there. He usually stays out and gets 1 bonus point. And that definitely helps him. And actually, I don't know if he's actually able to get it. No, he did not. We'll have to wait and see if he's able to keep that or not. So pit stop's underway. Will we see a 2-tire stop? That's going to be a question. Tyler Cox taking 4. Benjamin Nelson going to take 4 and damage. The thing is, this actually helps Benjamin Nelson a lot. Tyler Cox down and away. 73. The 05. Benjamin Nelson comes off 4th. Curtis Martin in 5th. Benjamin Nelson actually did not stay on pit road. I thought he would have a little bit more damage than that. But Derek Pemberton, who's going to get an EOL, will come off 5th. The 07 comes out. I'm sorry, it was 10th he came out in. And there comes Eric Mitch. Be right back, guys. Once we come back, let me go ahead and get to trivia question. Then we'll take a break. That's funny. I do make a pretty Wonder Woman. I do. I think so too. Thank you very much. Alright, guys. So I got a kind of an easy question, I guess we could say. Who has the most wins in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series? That includes when it was the old time as well. Be right back, and once we do, you'll have your answer. Guys, I was talking to Skylar just now, and I think I've realized why he has bad luck. I think it's my fault. Ever since I put him in the CTV truck, he's had bad luck. So, Skylar, we might have to rethink running that truck. And the correct answer is Ron Hornaday with 51 wins on the season. Yeah, pretty cool there. Looks like that Mike Skinner was a good guess, Nate. Very good guess. And well, there you go. There y'all go. Y'all got it. A lot of people got it, so good job. Green flag back out here, and it is 3 wide behind them, and this may not go good. Derek Pemberton backs out of that. Tyler Cox takes the lead, not by much. Jeff Schmidt working to the inside. Oh, slides in front of Nate Anderson, moves Nate up the track, or Eric up the track. This is not going to be good as caution flies. No idea why. Did Derek go around? Okay, I guess that's why. Derek Pemberton may have went for a ride to 23. John Ronaldo gets into the back of him and spins him around, and actually does not do a ton of damage to the back of his truck. So once again, guys, we have a caution that comes out, and that will actually break our record for cautions. 6 cautions now in 60 laps. Basically, we're having a 10-lap run every caution. Wow, that's unfortunate. So a bunch of trucks coming to pit road. I'm actually surprised to see that many coming. Looks like Eric Spencer, Benjamin Nelson. I understand why Benjamin is probably coming to get damage. 6 trucks did stay out. 7 trucks stayed out. Guys, I hate to take commercial breaks, but I am, well, you know what, I'm not going to take one this time. So Derek the Wall Pemberton gets into the wall after contact with the 23, who is also on pit road as well. It was cool having you here, someone special. I love you, bro. Don't worry, guys. I'm sure it's somebody that you all know who I'm probably talking about. It's all good with me. So we're waiting for the pace lights to go off once again. And once it does, we'll be going back green. Take a look here at Tyler Cox's driver stats. 55 laps led out of 61. Benjamin Nelson also has 4 laps led. Started on the pole. I know Eric Minch has one. Skylar Allen has one as well. Pace light's not going off just yet. I was wondering what happened to you, Aaron. I don't know, Crystal. That's my country accent, man. I mean, guess I got to take some stuff out of the mouth, I guess. I don't really know. And Jonathan Hambrick, you are admin of the channel. You know what? I was going to make a couple people. Oh, I know, Glock. And you don't even have to tell me. We got a slobber knocker. No, y'all know how it is when you broadcast. You always got people that come here and say stuff. And I'm pretty sure I know who that was. More than likely. Because it is a completely, you know, I think that was the same person we got rid of before. Pace truck or pace car about to pull in. Please tell me you have. Dude, I wish I had a mullet. I wish. That would be awesome. Alright, pace car about to pull in. And there it goes. Green flag about to wave. And we're green. Tyler Cox, Jeff Smith side by side, and it looks like Tyler was able to get about a truck length lead. Here comes Curtis Martin working side by side for second. Curtis trying to have a great run, has yet to finish in the top 5 this season, and same as Jeff as well. Both of them guys having a great run here tonight. Oh, we got a little bump in there with the 85 of Trevor Malone, 3 wide. And it looks like that's going to sort out really fast. Curtis takes over second, and the 05 gets loose again. What a save by Jeff. Great job there. It looks like also 73, Eric Spencer starting to work his way back up as well as he tries to pass Trevor Malone on the inside. And it's about side by side for now. Wow, these guys are all over the track. We got cars running high lines, low lines, middle lines. It don't matter. They're literally everywhere. Eric trying to clear Trevor, not able to do it just yet. You know when the fires come off the truck, that's pretty cool. Still side by side, Eric Burley took a peek to the inside. You can see him back there in that purple 14 truck in that Silverado. And it looks like Spencer is able for now to clear Trevor Malone. He said party. He said party in the back, or party or business in the front, party in the back. Curtis Martin looking to get past here by the 05 Jeff Schmidt, who does put the pass on that 03 purple truck. I love that paint scheme. Here comes Kyle Frame. Watch out for that 57. Last time by, he was really fast, but nobody faster than Tyler Cox, who's still out front. Look for a little bump here on the front of that number 03. Almost put the bumper there. Curtis now trying to hold off a hard charging Eric Spencer, who has worked his way back up after almost getting turned last time by. But he's got his hands full with Eric Borelli, who's working to the inside of that 73. And the 03 gets really loose in her. We are side by side all the way through turns 3 and 4. And that was a close call. 3 wide right here. This could be a wreck. And it looks like the 85 came up on the 02 just a little bit. And Brandon hard into the wall. That may actually end his night. He really hit that wall hard. You can see. Wow. Getting passed by Skyler now. Tyler Cox out there by himself. Meanwhile, back where the hounds, I guess you could say, are, Curtis did get past for that 4th position. Up front, Kyle Frame trying to pass the 05. Kyle's actually moved up a whole another lane here and has done a good job on picking up a lot of spots. Last time by, he was really faster than most of these guys that he's racing around, so we'll see if that continues here or not. That time he does clear Jeff. That's going to open the door for Eric Spencer, who may look to the high side. Unfortunately, the door gets shut, and that opens the door for Curtis Martin now, working back to the inside. Glock, I could actually see you having a mullet. You know, my dad, I grew up in the 80s and the 90s and stuff like that. I was born in 87. My dad, he rocked a mullet. And he rocked that so almost all around my high school, all the way up to 2005 or so. It was kind of funny, to be honest. I never liked it. I always thought it was stupid, but when I start getting older, I realized how awesome they actually are. Oh, there goes the 05 up on his top, and around he goes. Wow. That wasn't, you know, he does not have a lot of damage. That was insane. Watch this. Wow. One more time. I want to hop on board here with Eric Spencer, who gets underneath the 05 and causes him to go up on his side. Should be fun. It looks like he did have the high side. The 05 came up on him, and that was insane. So meanwhile, it opens up the pit road to Tyler Cox as he comes down. I was rocking it to the 05. Eric Big Stink Spencer. We need to give all these guys nicknames. We'll call Skyler the Skyrocket Allen. I just feel like that matches. I don't know. Everybody on pit road. Eric Minch standing out. So here we go. Eric Minch standing out to lead a lap. And down and away, Tyler Cox easily gets out, followed by Kyle Frame easily. Race is going to be close for third. Looks like Curtis Martin wins that. as you can see the rest of the field following it. So it is Curtis Martin who does beat Eric Borelli off of pit road. Trevor Malone comes out in 6th. Benjamin Nelson 7th. Brandon Parsons, I thought, was coming out, but looks like he got beat out by Derek Pemberton in 8th. And Brandon Parsons is in 9th. And John Ronaldo 10th. Be right back, guys.
When I sat in the car, you always wonder what's it going to feel like. It was my first time driving a mid-engine GT car. My thoughts were, wow, this is really good for our first time in a car. I was really surprised by you're sitting low, you got the A-pillars at steep angles, the windshields at steep angles, you can see the fender flares. I think we have a chance to win. Everything's got to go right, but I think we have a car that can win the race or be on the podium. But can you imagine how cool that would be to go back 50 years later to the year and do it?
Adam.
No shit wrong shit.
I kind of went into the wrong TeamSpeak channel with Nate and Cody. I was talking to them. Back here, about to go green once again. Cody can't keep it under R rated, so we're not going to bring him in the broadcast. Pace car is in. Tyler Cox, Curtis Martin, 1-2. Green flag waves. And how about Eric Borelli up to 3rd now? Working underneath the 85. Watch for this little bump. Here comes that 46 Benjamin Nelson. Now, he's not done. A lot of people look at Benjamin like he's out. No, he's not. He's still got a chance to win here as he works in 5th right now. He's had a lot of things happen in front of him that he just could not control. And then got run up into the wall once by the 81 coming off the corner. So, it is Curtis Martin able to clear the 14 truck. Here comes Nelson now underneath the 85. And there we go. The 81's around. The 23's in it. And caution waves once again here at Iowa Speedway. Derek Pemberton. I don't know what happened here. John Ronaldo collects Derek once again. And the other two, I think that's actually 2 times that John's actually gotten to the back of Derek, actually. I don't know if that's completely true, but I'm pretty sure, which is odd because John's usually a really fair driver. I don't think he meant to by any means. He's usually a very fair driver, so y'all know that. You see the back of the 81 here. And it looked like the 81 actually broke or used the brake a little bit too soon. So you can put that on the 81 as well. As Derek the Wall Pemberton lives up to his nickname and goes around here. That opens up pit road, and it looks like most people coming in. Bishop and Nelson, however, is on pit road. We have 7 people staying out. So everybody playing different strategies to keep Bishop and Nelson behind them. I think that's a smart move, honestly. Skylar Allen. Yeah, tapped out would be a good one. I agree with that one. Skylar tapped out Allen. Hey, you gotta watch messing with Crystal and Kyle Busch. She likes Kyle Busch now. Who was your favorite driver in NASCAR? I don't think it's Kyle. Who is your favorite driver in NASCAR? I've never really seen you really cheer for many people, honestly. Let's pull in Trevor Malone. I don't want to pull in Tyler. I want to pull in Trevor here, who's riding in third. Hey, Trevor, you got a copy?
Or go ahead.
Man, you're running third right now. You started way back in the field, back in, I'm showing 20th, but you're up to third. You got a little bit of damage on your truck, but it don't look like it's affecting you too much. The race has been exciting for the most part. It's been a lot of dodging and avoiding, cars, but how's your truck holding up? Do you think you got something, what it takes to get up there and run for the lead?
Not thinking so. I'm a little tight, and that one where the guy got in the wall, we had the guy below me didn't let me over far enough, and I beat up the right front fender.
You've been
so
really
it's a little tight.
You've been really fast. You're one of the fastest actually in the session, especially on the later runs that we have had. So I'm going to be watching, man. Good luck. It looks like you may have something for him here at the end. So I'll be watching.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you.
That was Trevor Malone, the driver of the 85 Hooters truck. You can see him right there. I want to see, are these guys double file yet? They are not. So I want to bring in Eric Spencer, who's currently in the 4th spot right now. Hey, Eric, you got a copy?
I sure do. What's up, Adam?
Man, you started way back in 14th. You're up to 4th. One of the fastest guys in here. Not really many people can touch what you've done as far as lap times. Seen you get loose once, and it looked like it hurt you a little bit and dropped you back a little bit in the field, but you worked your way back up. But you think you got what it takes here if we do get a long run? I know it's been a little sketchy so far, but it looks like you got a good truck to get back up front. You think you can do it?
Yeah, I got a real good airborne graphics Chevy tonight. I'm thinking, if we can get a long green flag run, I think I got some for these boys. But something we haven't had all season. We got some short run speed tonight, so we'll see how it turns out. Benjamin's kind of marred in the back, so hopefully it'll open it up for somebody else.
I agree, man. Good luck. I know that you're the points leader and haven't got that win yet, which I know you're trying hard to do, but you're still the points leader right now for sure, and I know that's big. So good luck, and we'll be watching.
I appreciate it.
Thanks, man. I just cut him off. I apologize for that, Spence. We're getting ready to go back green here. That was my fault for cutting him off early. Keep in mind that 73 truck very fast on these short runs, like he said. One of the favorites to possibly get up there and run with the 16 and possibly take the win away. Same as the 03. The 03 is very much surprised me tonight. And we still can't count out some of these other guys in here. The 07, Thomas Jowers was a lap down earlier. His truck looks good. As the pace car pulls off, we're about to go back green flag. And green flag waves here at Iowa Speedway. As we go down into turn 1, Tyler Cox leads. Curtis Martin able to clear that 85 truck pretty easy. Here comes the 73, however. He's trying to get around that 85. Trevor Malone, he does clear him there. Now to the inside, here comes that 73. Eric Spencer looking to take over second place. And he gets a little tight, it looks like. Going to slide up in front of Kyle Frame, who gets on the brakes, make sure he don't run into the back of him and cause a big pile up. But we'll see what happens here. Almost 3 wide. Tyler Cox still leading the way here at Iowa, and almost gets the wall there, but it's going to be okay for now, as last time by he was just a little bit faster over our field. Here comes to the inside, Trevor Malone looking to try to pass Eric Spencer for third, and right behind them Kyle Frame working on that high side, trying to keep Eric Borelli behind him. And now he does do that, but it looks like Kyle now working on the 85 Trevor on the outside. Kyle Frame is the only one we've seen actually work the outside of the track, and now 3 wide here between Benjamin Elson, Trevor Malone, and Eric Borelli. Benjamin actually, with all that damage, still running very fast laps right now. Last time by, he was our 2nd fastest in the field, but right now he's stuck back in traffic, and he's going to have a little bit of work to do to try to get around some of these guys. Here goes the 85. He's going to go around, and caution flies. The 14 taps him, and the 00 kills the back of the 14. And unfortunately, it looks like that ends the 00's knot, as he has blown up, and caution flies here once again. Go a little bit further back than that, and there we go. 00 really had nowhere to go and hits the back end of his teammate, so that definitely wasn't on purpose, but unfortunately for Trevor Malone, who goes around, adds a little bit more damage to the back of that truck. So this is going to open up pit road once again. This is going to be a very interesting thing, because will Benjamin Nelson come down pit road? Will Tyler Cox come down pit road? It looks like he's looking. There he goes, and everybody's going to follow him, it looks like, with the exception of one driver. It looks like Jeff Smith going to stay out, and that's going to be very interesting. We'll see, but that 05 was really fast earlier in this race. We'll see if that holds true here. I agree. I always get the announcers. Jeff Gordon, you know, Jeff Gordon, in my opinion, greatest racer ever. Don't care. That was my biggest driver that I liked growing up. I liked him since '94. And then, oh wow, what race off pit road. Didn't went to Chase Elliott after Gordon retired. That's a close race off pit road. Tyler Cox wins the race. Kyle Frame comes out 3rd. Curtis Martin 4th. Eric Spencer comes out in 5th. Benjamin Nelson comes out in 6th. Brandon Parsons 7th. Thomas Showers Jr. in 8th. And Eric Borelli in 9th. So the interesting thing is 9th place, or 1st place, Jeff Smith has 9 laps currently on that set of tires. And I don't think it's going to hurt him too bad. Tyler was able to actually do it earlier, make it look fairly easy standing on old tires. The only problem is Tyler also had other people stay out with him, so we'll see how that works out. But Jeff does take over the lead. We still got 55 laps to go, and we'll take a look real fast at our race summary. So far, this has been a record-setting race. 9 cautions so far for 41 laps here at Iowa. Definitely a track that has been a little insane, and it's going to continue tomorrow, as tomorrow it is the Go Fast Racing League Lazy Days K&N Series, and that's going to get a little insane. They go, let me actually check. If you guys look in the description, by the way, there you can get a link to the truck series and see all the stats and stuff yourself as well. Same stats that I read on the broadcast. Tomorrow, we come back here at Iowa for 172 laps in the K&N series. Benjamin Nelson, last week's winner, after barely beating Todd Cray. That's going to be a great race tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to that. Todd Cray holds an 88-point lead over Kyle Frame and 114 over Nate Anderson. The K&N series does not have a chase. So tomorrow's race number 14. So I'm looking forward to that. It should be a good one. And then next week, Daytona for the K&N and Xfinity, I believe. I think the Xfinity. And we also got Xfinity here as well on Saturday. We go 188 laps Saturday and then Daytona next week. So anything can happen at Daytona. We know that. Still a lot of racing left to go here, though. So we've got to get through this one first. Just to give everybody an update on where we go for the next few weeks, though, for the Down to Mike's Truck Series. Next week we have an off week. Then we go to Kansas. Kansas is a fun track. I love that place. 112 laps there. Then we got another off week. And then things get a little bit dirty, I guess. I don't know. Eldora Speedway for the Disabled Military Veterans Mud Summer Classic. That's going to be fun. 112 laps out of Eldora Truck Series. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, that's your next 4 weeks, I guess. Yeah, I'm a big Ron Blaney fan. I've liked him for a while now, too. I'm glad he won that one race. And Nate Anderson not really tucked up here too much. Pace car is off. We're green flag, and the 05 did not get going. There is a chance that review may be under review. I don't know how that's going to work. But we'll see. And it looks like 16 able to clear the 05. We got to watch because that 16 may get a black flag. I don't know if he actually did or not. It may have been wheel spin on the 05 because it looks like he's struggling a little bit here. As we are 3 wide, here comes Kyle Frame. Curtis Martin around the outside. Who's going to lift first as we go down into turn 1? Kyle Frame not able to get there. Curtis Martin trying to clear the 05 of Jeff Smith. And it looks like Curtis goes a little high there. Benjamin Nelson also working on the back of that 03 Crown Royal truck. I love that truck, by the way. You can hear the marbles really bouncing on the side. And seeing them fly as well. It looks like Curtis able to get around the 05, and that's going to open up the door for Benjamin Nelson to move into third. Not just yet. Eric Spencer watching this, as last time by, Eric was actually a little bit faster, it looks like. Now he's working around the 05 trying to. You know, when you're Benjamin Nelson, you come in here and you got as many wins. You got 2 wins out of your 3 starts for the truck series. A lot of guys are going to race you a lot different. And that's something to think about, you know, because they're going to race you a lot more aggressively to try to put you in bad situations. They don't want you to have a good race by any means. Eric Spencer able to get around Kyle Frame and Jeff Smith as well, so that moves him up to 4th. Now he's focused on the 46 truck. I can't believe I'm saying that because right now Spencer is a lot faster than Benjamin Nelson. Actually, last time by they ran identical laps. Nelson may be caught up a little bit here behind this 03, however, of Curtis Martin. Off turn 2. Curtis is going to give Ben a little bit of room here as we go down into 3. Benjamin Nelson is going to have the high line. Curtis Martin going to take that low line as he drives it in really deep, and it looks like Nelson should be able to get up there and clear this 03 truck. And he's going to try to bring along a couple friends, and 03 runs wide and makes a little bit of contact down to 46. Like I said, a lot of people are going to race you a lot different. He's racing Ben really hard right now. He did not actually bump him out of the way, but that was good driving by Curtis. Ran him really high and forced Nelson to get up out of the groove a little bit. But he's going to give way this time, and it looks like he's going to give way also to that 73 and possibly the 57. Oh, he gets a little loose there, though. Here comes the 05 looking underneath. Not going to be able to do it. So at the line, this time by, Tyler Cox still faster than most people in here. However, the second fastest driver in this session right now is Kyle Frame back in that 57 truck. That is the only driver I've seen actually work that high line constantly. He's not really moved up too much. That is the only danger right there. He hits the wall a little bit and possibly going to give up that spot to Curtis. That is battle for 4th. And Curtis not going to be able to find a way around him right now. Don't look like on the low side. That low side not really playing. There's not a lot of grip down there to really get the run up out the corner. And Eric Spencer right on the bumper of the 46. You see the beat up on the 46. Almost close to making contact. Trying to take the air off the 46 is Spencer. That's a smart move. Last time by, Benjamin Nelson, Tyler Cox, one of the fastest. However, 2 fastest trucks is Eric Spencer and Kyle Free. Right now, both under 23 seconds. Nobody else is running that at the moment. That time it was Tyler Cox your fastest, and I lied. That was Curtis Martin last time by your fastest out on track. Curtis Martin once again looking underneath the 57 of Kyle Frame. This is a battle for 4th. And it don't look like Curtis is going to be able to get there yet again. Guys, I want to make sure you all check out YouTube again tonight. After this is over, I will be uploading the CFR podcast. We have Skylar Allen on there, Nate Anderson, Derek Pemberton all joined us, which is a little weird because it just wasn't about Go Fast. We decided to put a podcast together as the 57 is going to get loose, gets contact, and goes around into the wall. Don't know if that's going to throw a caution because he was on the out of the racing surface and he will not. I don't think Curtis actually hit him. We'll find out. He may have made contact. It's going to take a second for me to find this, so give me just a second. There we go. Looks like 57 got loose, and he did, and Curtis just got him a little bit more loose, I guess we could say, and helped him around. So yeah, oh, here goes Eric Spencer through the grass. Can he save it? He's going to keep it straight and get back up on track. He only loses 2 spots, but unfortunately that's going to throw a caution as he hits the inside wall. Ouch. And wow, he done a great job of saving that until he got that apron. That apron is so deadly. See what happened here. That apron, I swear, that is one dangerous place. So unfortunately for Eric, he's going to fall back to 10th and have some damage to fix here. As caution once again comes out. That is our 10th caution of the night. Most ever in the Go Fast Racing League out of 14 races. So something a little bit different for sure. Pit road going to be open. This is going to be a little bit interesting pit stop here because Tyler Cox has the second pit stall. Benjamin Nelson right behind him has that first pit stall. This could go in Ben's favor. We'll have to wait and see. Here they come. Tyler's in his box. Ben slides in his box. Good stop or good pit box by both of them. Kyle Frame also behind them. Tyler gets his tires off first on the right side. Both go up the left side. This is going to be a really close race off pit road. Tyler's is down and away. And Tyler Cox wins. Benjamin Nelson off second. The 05, the 03. That's a close one to call right there. I don't know. It looks like the looks like the 85. Actually, might have beat Trevor Malone. No. It's being changed here a little bit. John Ronaldo up to 5th. Looks like he may come down pit road. He will. He stays out and lead a lap, so that's a good call by him. And it was the 07 that did win the race off pit road against the 85. Be right back, guys. Final commercial break of the race. And we'll be right back here.
I sat in the car, you know, you always wonder what's it going to feel like. You know, it was my first time driving a mid-engine GT car. You know, my thoughts were, wow, this is really good for our first time in a car. I was really surprised by it. You're sitting low, you got the A-pillars at steep angles, the windshield's at steep angles, you can see the fender flares. I think we have a chance to win. Everything's got to go right, but I think we have a car that can win the race or be on the podium. But can you imagine how cool that would be to go back 50 years later to the year and do it?
Speaking a little bit about the bumps, as we're back here at Iowa for the Go Fast Racing League Down to Mike's Truck Series. Make sure if you're in North Carolina to check out Down to Mike's. They are the official sponsor of the Truck Series here for Go Fast. We are here for the Iowa 188 as we work caution number 10 so far of the race. But yeah, speaking a little bit about the bumps, there's bumps in turn 1, like he mentioned, in the upper part, and I believe there's a big one. I think it was in turn I think the 3 or 4 entering or middle of the turn, I can't remember, and it's on the lower part of the track from what I've seen earlier. So yeah, it's definitely a very tough track. This is one of the hardest tracks to drive on, honestly, in my opinion. But it's a fun track if you're able to keep, you know, the truck underneath you. So this is going to be interesting. When I first talked to Tyler Cox, he wanted to come to Go Fast and race with these guys, especially Benjamin Nelson. He knows Benjamin's good. He said it when I talked to him before. And he wanted a chance to run against Benjamin. And he's done a good job. Benjamin has had trouble tonight, let's be honest. So we'll see what happens here. Pace truck pulls in. Green flag is out. We're back to racing here. Benjamin Nelson gets a little bit of wheel spin. But he's going to be able to pull up beside Tyler Cox as we go into turn 1. That opens the door on the bottom. Here comes that 05, and not going to be able to clear it. And Tyler Cox takes the lead back here again, but he's going to have his hands full as he tries to race Benjamin Nelson. Benjamin goes wide there. That's going to open the door for this 03 and the 05. Curtis Martin almost makes contact with that 46. Also Thomas Jowers Jr., who we have not spoke about, also in this mix as well a little bit further back. And you can see here we are. The 85 gets ran up a little bit high there. Contact, this could be bad. The 85 plows the wall and disconnects because that matches his X limit. Thomas Jowers ran him a little high in the corner, and with the 12X limit these guys have, it ends the 85's night. He was one of the fastest trucks that we had in here tonight, so unfortunately for him, it will end his night here at Iowa. 30 laps remain, however. The battle is going to be up front. 4 drivers battling it out. Tyler Cox, Benjamin Nelson, Curtis Martin, Jeff Smith in that 05. There's another battle starting to happen back here. Here comes the rookie, Brandon Parsons, working around Thomas Jowers. When I say rookie, I literally mean rookie. He is a rookie on iRacing, and he is doing a great job. He does have a little bit of damage on that discount tire truck, but so far having a good night after dodging all the wrecks, and is up to 6th. Here comes Kyle Frame, also back up through the mix. He's going to put the pass on that 01 truck. And the 01 of Brandon's starting to work a little bit here. Starting to realize he can drive these trucks really fast. He's looking really good so far. We'll keep an eye on him. Up front, the lead's starting to gap just a little bit. Tyler Cox now out to a 3/10 second lead. It was about 1.99 last time. And we'll see how it extends here at the line as we watch our fastest times on the board. Across the stripe, it is going to be Tyler Cox. That time a little bit faster Benjamin Nelson second fast. Curtis Martin, Jeff Smith, your top 4 fastest, and that's the way they run. Good lap for Ben last time. Really close with him and Curtis right now, though. Tyler not driving away this time as Ben Nelson closes in the gap a little bit this time. It looks like he did have a faster lap, and he did have a faster lap. A 7.40 for the driver of the 46, a 23.470, I might add. Here comes that 07 looking underneath the 57 now. And I don't know what happened to Ben Nelson that time, but he lost a lot of time that lap. Five tenths and slowly growing here. Honestly, to be honest, guys, I don't know if it's the damage hurting him. I would guess so, but it looks like Thomas Showers off the pace. He was. He gives up a lot of spots there. As we stay green for now, 24 laps remain. Just want to say, if we see a caution within the next 15 laps, I would expect people to put 2 tires on. We'll find out. The way we've seen cautions flying out, you just never know. Eric Borelli also in this mix. He's running in 7th. That time by, it looks like Ben Nelson did close the gap up some. Not by much. However, no, I take that back. Tyler Cox once again fastest. Curtis Martin second fastest out on the track. Benjamin Nelson, your 3rd fastest last time by. And then 4th, Jeff Smith. Jeff actually did run a really good lap that time, though. You can see the marbles just flying off that tire in front of him. Wow. Gap closing slowly back up to Tyler as we go down into turn 3. Benjamin should have definitely a better lap this time. Looks like he will, as the gap closed quite a bit that time. 24.119 for Tyler, a 23.873 for Benjamin, a 23.930 for Curtis. Benjamin Nelson closing in on Tyler Cox. May have found something late that he can do in his truck. Here comes Nelson with the run through turn 2. He's going to be possibly looking to the inside. Oh, a bump there on the 16. Oh, Nelson gets loose out of turn 2. That may open up the door for Curtis Martin, or turn 4. And it will open the door. Here comes Martin looking to the inside. Curtis trying to stay off him, trying to give Ben room. It's going to be tough up here. But it looks like Nelson able, still going to be side by side, but it looks like Nelson able to clear back again the 03. Not by much. It's so tough to pass. I don't know if you're going to be able to pass him on that low side. If you get to him, you're either going to have to move him, or you're just going to have to try to get around on the outside. And we've seen Ben get around a couple times on the outside tonight. However, he's been a little sketchy, I guess we could say, when he gets to runs. He did close in a little bit there once again. That time by a little bit faster, about a half a tenth faster than Tyler Cox. So the gap's slowly closing as we work out of turn 2. He has starting to catch the back of him again. Nelson pushing for everything right now, something we have not really seen him do too much of this season. That time by, once again, Nelson faster than our leader, and then Curtis Martin faster than our leader as well. I wonder if Tyler could be trying to save something here. I don't really know. We're going to be coming to 14 to go. If a caution comes out now, anything is going to change. Nobody really within reach of each other besides our top 3. Jeff Smith has fallen back quite a bit, so this is our biggest battle on track. What he's doing, it looks like he's driving it in high, diving it to the bottom and getting a run out, and that is helping him gain a little bit of time. About even that time. A 24.026 for Tyler, 24.005 for Tyler Cox. Dude got a slow car up here in front of these guys. It looks like that is the 07. That could be something to think about and use a pick, whether Ben wants to use a pick there or Tyler could use a pick to possibly slow Ben down. And Thomas will probably wind up getting out of the way, possibly, and I'm sure he don't want to go a lap down, but we'll see what happens with that. That time by, Tyler Cox just a little bit faster. Here comes Ben Nelson with the run out of turn 2. Tyler's going to put the block on. Curtis Martin getting sideways out of turn 3. Can someone dethrone Benjamin Nelson? He does got a damaged truck. Tyler's got a little bit of damage as well on his bumper as well, so I think Ben's got a little bit more, but either way, we're seeing some really fast laps being put down by both of these drivers, and they're both really driving hard right now. Coming to 10 to go, next time by. Nelson's looking to the outside. This may be the break he needs. Tyler's going to slide back up in front of him. The 07 may go around. Can he keep it out of the wall, or will a caution come out? If he slides back up on track, we've seen what happens. It looks like he's going to be okay. Here goes Nelson looking to the outside. That's the line he really needs. But Tyler's able to get a run and slide up in front of him. He's going to use the 23 as a pick. So that kind of helps here a little bit, but it may actually help Nelson. Tyler goes a little wide here in turns 1 and 2. Here comes the 46 underneath the 16. We're going to have a race off 2, and Tyler Cox is able to clear him just a little bit. This is great racing we're seeing up front right now. Curtis Martin also getting around the 23 as well, so there ain't going to be no issue with the lap car for now. The lap car was able to help Tyler just a little bit that last time by as well. Coming off turn 4, Tyler's looking to have 7 more laps to go. But right now, if he looks back at his rearview mirror, he's going to see a lot of brown truck with the A&W root beer sign on the front of Benjamin Nelson. Coming up off turn number 2, gives a little bump to Tyler there off turn 2. He's able to keep it straight, and we stay green for now. Nelson really closing this gap in. About even last time by. The lap's very close at 24.190 for Tyler, 24.193 for Benjamin Nelson. 3/100,000ths of a second faster last time for Tyler Cox. This time by, it will be Benjamin Nelson a little bit faster. So it's basically it's flip-flopping back and forth. We do got another battle shaping up for 4th, but we're not going to go back there yet. It is Jeff Smith and Kyle Frame. There ain't quite there. Here goes Nelson looking to the inside. Dives it deep into turn number 4. Off turn 4, Tyler Cox almost gets the wall. We're still drag racing to the finish line. Don't know if Nelson's going to be able to get it yet on that low side or not. We haven't seen nobody really do it. Still side by side out of turn number 2. Tyler Cox is going to have the drive off. We're still side by side as we work down back into 3. Nelson's really driving in deep right now. Tyler Cox on that high side. Almost gets the wall. He is able to stay out front and clear Benjamin Nelson once again on that high side. Wow. It is going to be tough. And he may have used up everything he's got. No, the 16 gets a little tight entering turn 2. And we're going to be side by side once again as we work down into turn 3. Nelson may be able to clear Tyler this time. Off turn 4. Tyler Cox leading the lap still barely. Wow, that was a close lap. That was almost too close to call. This time by Nelson, almost able to clear Tyler. Can he do it? Looks like he does have the advantage going into 3. He may be able to clear Tyler Cox this time. And we are coming to the white flag to go off turn number 2. Tyler Cox still side by side with Benjamin Nelson. Nelson leads that lap. Tyler drives it in really high this time, and it may open up the door for Benjamin Nelson to get the lead. He should take the lead at the exit. It looks like he's going to. No, Tyler Cox gets a good run out. He's going to be side by side once again. We're going to be coming to the line. Benjamin Nelson looking to clear Tyler Cox. He does clear him. Here comes the run. At the line, it's going to be Nelson with the win. Wow. Whew. How about that? Benjamin Nelson picks up yet another win here. Tyler Cox very disappointed after that race. Got to be happy with the outcome. Finishes second, and there's a little love tap between both of them. Great run by both of them, guys. I'm not even playing. One of the best races we've seen. Curtis Martin finishes in 3rd. Very clean by both of them. Curtis with a great run. He's going to give Ben a little love tap as well. You can see it there. I think everybody's very pleased with how well these top 3 guys race. You cannot be upset with anything that they did. Woo! No, that took a lot out of me there. We're going to pull in our winner, Benjamin Nelson, who just put on a heck of a show for his YouTube fans. Hey, Benjamin, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, what a finish. You only led 6 laps. Talk us through the last few laps. What was you trying to do to set that pass up?
I needed to get in front of him into the corner, because that was the crucial thing. He could get enough ground on me on the exit to where he could sort of make up what I gained in the entry, but I needed to be in front of him so I'm ahead of the game in the corner, and I finally did it in the last couple of laps. Man, that was so much fun.
It was very clean racing. Now, we watched you throughout the race. A lot of people wasn't giving you a lot of room. I'm not going to mention any names in particular, but was there a point in this race where you thought you was out?
Oh yeah, I really thought, even right after that wreck I was in, it was a pretty serious wreck. I thought I was lucky to get a top 5, and I was surprised the truck still had a lot of speed in it, and man, I didn't know it had that much in it, though. I really didn't think I was going to be able to get Tyler.
I did not think this track would be this hard to drive, I'll be honest. This is the most caution we've ever had in a Go Fast race, which is absolutely amazing, to be honest. But right there at the end, we see some very close racing. Coming to the line, did you know you had him by nose, or was you, kind of watching to see if you got it or not?
I knew he backed up the corner on the high side to get a run, and I knew I had him because I was looking over in my Oculus Rift. I knew I was ahead of him, but I didn't want to hit him, I wanted to race clean, and if I was going to have to hit him, I wasn't going to win, so that's just plain and simple. Man,
that is why you're one of the top drivers in this league. Very gentleman move of you, because you had the chance plenty of times to bump him out of the way, but great run by everybody tonight, let's be honest. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Oh yeah, before I do that, man, this is the hardest I've ever celebrated for a win. I really didn't think I could get that one, so I really want to give a shout out to Tyler, man. That racing was so much fun. And also, well, all my YouTube followers are watching right now. Thank you guys, and you guys at CFR TV, I love these broadcasts. I watch them every time, and they're so entertaining. The whole Go Fast organization, all those guys, Lazy Days Racing, the leagues are so much fun, and this was one of the most fun nights I've ever had in this league.
Tyler, I want to go ahead and tell you, Tyler just won the CFR championship back on Sunday, and he was like, I want a chance to race Ben Nelson and Go Fast. He's like, can you get me in the league? I was like, talk to Skyler and Nate and all them. So he got in. he got to race you. It was very, very intense. I hope to be able to see more races like that, dude, because that was absolutely a ball to call there towards the end. So, good job, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. That was winner of tonight's race, Benjamin Nelson. Next up, we bring in Tyler Cox, who finishes in second place after a heartbreaking second place, 139 laps led. Tyler, you got a copy?
Yeah.
Man, what a race.
Oh, man.
We watched you lead 139 laps. You knew Benjamin was fast. We already knew that. Everybody knew that. He always is.
Yep.
Did you think you had him coming off turn 4?
Yeah, I thought holding the high side was going to be able to do it. I watched the replay. I could have actually went down a little bit more and carried more speed off the corner to hopefully get in front of him, but it was by a bumper's width. It wasn't by that much. It was like 0.028 or something like that. So, I mean, it was a great race. I thought when he got a little loose off 4 with like 10 to go, I was like, oh, I got a chance at this. And, it just didn't happen. Leading 139 laps out of 150 is good. I think I made a good showing for myself my first time out. So. Yeah,
especially for a track that you're not really familiar with. You've only raced Iowa, I think, one time, I think you said.
Yep.
You know, the league next week, hopefully you're able to be in it. Next week, I think we go to Kansas. We got an off week in Kansas, so 2 weeks. I know you're a little bit better there compared to here, but what was the biggest difficulties for this race tonight?
I could hang with Benjamin through turn 4 pretty well. Turn 1, I was having problems like all night getting a run off. I couldn't figure out whether I needed to get on it earlier or lift earlier or lift later. I just couldn't figure out getting off turn number 1 with enough speed to carry down the back straightaway. I was trying different things, and with like 10 to go, I started trying something different. It just wasn't working out, and I just kept doing it and doing it and doing it, and I think that's what cost me the race. I should have just went back to what I had known was working earlier on in the night and going it down a little bit lower than I was going.
Well, man, first race in here, almost had it won. Got to be excited about that. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my mom and dad. I'd like to thank my friend Niall and his girlfriend Brittany at twitch.tv/Papalix. They're hopping on board the Xfinity car for the CFR Season 3 chase, for the CFR Season 3 for next, whenever it is. And I'll be running his paint in the Go Fast League as well. I'd like to thank Benjamin. That was a heck of a race, one of the best races I've ever had on iRacing. And you guys for broadcasting. I was listening to it, Derek and Curtis, just everybody that's a part of this. Go Fast for having me in. A lot of great group of guys to race with, and I can't wait to race next weekend.
Good job, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Next up, we bring in third place runner-up. Best finish of the season for him, Curtis Martin, who brings it home in third. Curtis, you got a copy?
I do.
Man, you had let's be honest, this was a great run for you. Like, when I first came into this session, I seen you pop in. You had to start towards the back. Well, I think you started 10th, I believe. But I'm surprised. I really am. I did not think you was actually that great here at Iowa. And you come in here, you finished third. Talk us through your night, man. That was a tough race.
Yeah, Iowa's definitely a tough track to come on. It's definitely a tough track to learn. Like Tyler, I only have a couple of races here, and in the trucks, I don't have a race here at all. So it was a bit of a rocky start, starting 10th. Just barely got in my 20 laps, but got a feel for the truck early. Managed to get the pit strategy right, stay out a couple times to keep myself in the top 5, and managed to get a good line that worked for me and Tyler, and managed to help him keep his lead as long as he could until the last few laps where Benjamin Nelson got by me and got to make it a real fight.
Yeah, it was really fun watching you and Benjamin go at it. I know Benjamin was the overall winner, but there was a couple of times, man, you and him was really, door by door throughout the race. But what was the biggest issues as far as the truck and this track that you was having?
The biggest issue I was having, the tires were definitely burning off quick, as I was really having to run the truck off the corner, because a lot of the trucks were running the bottom line and got it working really good. They could get a good run off, so I was really having to dive the truck down, get an early 100% throttle, and run it off. So my rear tires were dying.
Man, your highest finish so far in the Go Fast Racing League, and it comes at a very tough track. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to you for the broadcast, the sponsors, Skylar for this fantastic race. Big shout out to my friends and family, my mom who's been watching these races every week, no matter what, and former teammate of mine, Justin Krasinski, who's been giving me tips on how to run these trucks for the last few weeks, and it's been rough learning, but it's been great.
Man, that was a great job by you, man. Congratulations, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, bud. All right, so as always, we're going to bring in Nate Anderson, who's with us tonight, one of the admins and founders of the league. Nate, you with me right now?
Sure.
Now, you had a tough night, but you managed to finish 12th. You was really fast. We seen a weird thing happen. It looks like you, from what I'm seeing, you spun it into grass, correct? It did hit the inside wall? Is that what happened? Or, no, you was in that big wreck, wasn't you?
Yeah, I started that. I got loose going into the corner.
Okay. Anyway, from a admin and the owner of the league, this was the most cautions we've had in a race. It was 10 for 49 laps. I know a lot of guys are not happy with that, but overall, how happy are you with the racing tonight? The racing looked great, honestly, for me. But how happy are you overall with the race tonight?
The racing overall was really, really good. I was really impressed with it. For it being a track and the first time we were here this year, I think we did a fairly decent job at it tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like the 10 cautions for 49 laps, I know that seems like a lot, but this track, by any means, is one of the toughest tracks that we race. I mean, for people that watch Go Fast in the past, knows that these guys are great drivers, hands down. The most caution we've ever had is 5. Of course, that got beat tonight. But, Skylar, I'll ask you, since you're in here now, it was an up-and-down night for a lot of drivers. We almost seen Nelson lose it there at the end, but he managed to come back and win the race. Overall, for you, and Nate, you can answer the question as well, how tough was this place to drive?
I was on a Sunday drive. I just couldn't seem to not be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I got as well from watching that wreck. I know you got caught up in 2 wrecks that, you know, was not completely at all your fault. Nate, let me ask you the same question. How tough was this place for, you to drive here tonight?
Well, other than me running out of talent, I thought it was. I ran some practice laps and some B car races, so I kind of got a line figured out, and I knew the bottom was going to be hard to pass on. It's not overly bad, I guess.
Now, we got, for guys that don't know, you all can check out the CFR podcast on Center Force TV. It's going to be uploaded to YouTube right here in a minute. It was supposed to be live on YouTube, but I didn't have time to fix everything over because I kind of fell asleep. My fault. Anyway, so it'll be uploaded on YouTube tonight as well, right after this race is complete. And be sure to check that out. Nate was on there. Skylar was on there talking about all the changes for next season. I know you all are looking forward to next season. I don't want to go too much because we talk about a lot on the podcast instead. But so far with this series, are you all happy with so far how this season for every division, the K&N, the trucks, and the Xfinity have gone?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we're making headway for a league that just started this year. We're working towards some really great things. It's been a long year, and it's we're not all that far into it, but we got a long way to go to get the racing where I'm personally satisfied with it. I'm not a huge fan of 10 cautions, of course, as I'm sure you can imagine. So we've got a little bit of work to do. We'll go at it this week with some, fine-tooth combs over the racing, and we'll figure out exactly what we think we can do to make it a little bit better, and keep improving as we go.
I want to give a shout out to all the admins and the owners of this league: Skylar Allen, Nate Anderson, John Ronaldo, Eric Borelli. I think I'm missing somebody, by the way.
No, sir. No, sir. Not Eric Borelli.
Oh, not Eric Borelli. Eric Minch. Yeah, that's what it was. My fault. So Eric Minch. I'm sorry. They all do a great job, and honestly, you can see the kind of talent and races that they put on every week in, week out. And also with their sponsors, Down to Mike's Truck Series in North Carolina. Y'all can check them out if you're up that way. I can't remember off the top of my head where it's at in North Carolina, but it's pretty neat as well. I'll find out more information and have that for you next, or 2 weeks from now, because we don't broadcast the Truck Series next week because they're off. And also, you know, the Lazy Days Racing also stepped up and sponsored the series for the Xfinity and the K&N series, and they couldn't do it without them. You know, it's kind of weird in a way, because for most people that know, Centerforce TV is a race team. Well, it's a race. Centerforce Racing is the race team. Centerforce TV was built off that race team. And for us to get along with another race team so good, it's kind of weird in a way, but we get along really good, I think, with Go Fast Racing. I love broadcasting, and I got a lot of respect for the whole team in general. So, Skylar, Nate, thank y'all once again for having us. Y'all always put on a great show, man.
Yeah, definitely. Big shout out to you and your team and broadcasters that come in here week in and week out. Missing Delaney the last few weeks.
I'm telling you. That's what I'm saying too, man.
I had to send her a nasty gram here in a bit and tell her to get her butt back in the booth
what
here.
I'm saying. She's quit racing. You know, she finished 4th yesterday in her race.
I saw that. I didn't see that.
I meant to mention that earlier. That was pretty impressive. So congratulations on that, Delaney. But she does need to get her butt back in here, because I get lonely in here broadcasting by myself sometimes. Also, guys, no CFR Championship this week. We are with the Go Fast guys, however, tomorrow and Saturday, and then we do not broadcast again until next Thursday, Friday, or not next Thursday, but Friday and Saturday. Anybody got anything else to say? Skylar, Nate, y'all got anything y'all want to say?
Nah, I'm good, man. I appreciate the work you guys been doing.
Nate, got anything you want to say?
No, sir. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow night.
Thanks for watching, guys. As always, God bless. Have a great night, and talk to y'all later.
And the other three will get a little bit of a jump at the start. Benjamin Nelson will not jump